Looks like the library is complete, so the donkeys can enjoy their picture books in a place of peace and solitude. And yeah, let's continue to travel. We should not hit the financial report before we get where we're going, which is good, because I don't like financial. I don't like when the rent is due. Iolo says, how goes so far? Saw you guys doing some mech heresy on a Nova earlier. Well, we were going to, but then I decided we'd head to a shop and see if we can find something like laser insulators or something like that to improve the Nova. But so far, so good. We did one pretty lengthy mission where we got to fight against 3 drops of 5 clan mechs each. We got a bunch of salvage, but only got 1 mech out of the deal. Yeah, the stock Nova loadout is pretty hot. However, I found a way that it works, but chat wants to go for longer range, and so the only way to do that is with clan mediums.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Alright, let's visit the store. Let's hope that we got something good here. Alright, what do we got? We got some vehicles, including an alicorn. Again, I know chat has an unhealthy fondness for the alicorn. If only we had 5.2 million. Let's see, we got a Blitzkrieg, which is kind of a joke. But, I mean, okay, I wouldn't pay for one, but I would use it if we had one. We could have 5.2 million pretty fast. This is true. Let's see. We got a Devastator, Fulcrum, Harasser. Oh, we got a long-time platform. It's too bad artillery sucks now. More carriers, another Manticore, mobile field base, and HQ. What do these actually do anything anymore, or like? So this can armor repair. That's actually kind of cool. And then the mobile HQ, yeah, lets you do like turret drops, vehicle drops, all that kind of stuff. If we were relying more on that kind of thing, it might be worth it, but otherwise, I don't think it's worth 3.3 million. We got the Ontos, which could potentially be improved with clan tech. Pegasus, light skirmisher. We got the Rommel again. Look, I'm just gonna say it. Pound for pound, the Rommel is the best fucking tank in BTA. It is a $2 million, 65-ton tank with a Gauss rifle. It's very fast and maneuverable for its weight. And it allows you to maneuver that Gauss rifle into some really good positions. In the previous campaign, we did some fucking work with the Rommel tanks. I'm not saying that we should do it again. I'm just pointing out, pound for pound, if you're looking for a good mid-range tank that will last you all the way through the late game, the Rommel is the way to go. Shrek has 3 PPCs, true, but it's also heavier and slower. The reason that I like the Rommel is because it's really cheap and it's a great compromise between firepower and maneuverability. We got a Sentinel, which, again, a little bit of a joke of a mech. SRM Carrier, Sturmfeuer, which, again, at this point, I don't think we really need it. Like, we already have an LRM Carrier. This is just a worse LRM Carrier. Like, why would I pay $2.3 million for an 85-ton LRM Carrier that has less launchers? Like, I don't understand why this thing exists. We got this thing that I can't remember how to pronounce. But, we've seen it before. Don't know if it's worth $10 million, though. Let's see. We were here to look for anything that can help us improve the Nova, so let's have a look at that. Got some light AC-2s, laser AMS. Those are not going to help. Let's see. Rotary Gauss rifle, which we used once before and discovered it isn't actually that good. Oh, shit. Exchanger 3, but we gotta give up 4 tons for that. It's also 765k. But it looks like that's the only one that they have. They've also got an inner sphere double heatsink kit for 1.7. Laser FCS. I'd rather a laser insulator. And then now we're just getting down into the ammos, which don't really care about the ammos all that much. I might buy some plasma ammo though, because we've already got 3 bins. I think it'll be alright. Let's check the black market before we go buying anything though. Of course, we got a bunch of mechs, including Corsairs. We get the Pirate Atlas as well. Get some Elementals, which technically we already have a squad of Elementals. Let's see, what else? Well, there's an Exchanger. I'm definitely gonna buy that one. Exchanger 1 I'll always take.
New equipment available.
What else do we have? APM, DRM, what the fuck are these things? I don't know what this is. Is this fanfic stuff? I feel like this is fanfic stuff. Alright, so really it's just the Exchanger that we got. The rest is mostly just mechs. Heat Exchanger 3 is worth the 4 tons. We can try it. We got some money to burn. And we got some clan tech that we can sell to make up the difference. So I will give it a shot. Where is it? It is here. Exchanger 3. Alright, let's grab it.
New equipment available.
Now. Let us hit the storage bin, because we've got some stuff to sell. I kind of want to sell the Sidewinder. Because it's a clan heavy. And we're not currently using it. And we would get a lot of money for it. I will, however, sell these Jaegermech parts. Let me see. I think I might sell this Orion part. Not necessarily because I don't want an Orion, but just because we already have one. Let's see. This guy, I'll go ahead and sell. Again, that's going to be another million sea bills in our pockets. I don't think there's going to be a point where we use an ice ferret. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. Not to say that there's anything necessarily wrong with an ice ferret, I just don't see us using it. Kill the blackjack. I mean, it's a blackjack omni, which is useful, but also it's a blackjack, which is less useful. I mean, we can get almost $1 million for a blackjack omni, so yeah, I'll sell it. Hell's Raider says, I'm off to bed, get an adult in the morning. Happy Mech Bay Heresy. Alright, Hell's Razor. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, as always. Hopefully you had a good time. And have a good week. Hopefully things don't go too badly for you. Let's see. I mean, I think we could also probably get rid of this Centurion, because we already have a Centurion. And this is the periphery version, so I think we sell it. Let's see. What else? What else? I mean, again, I don't see us using a Viper, so I'll go ahead and sell that. That's another 1.5 mil. Chat, we're rich. Let's see. Arctic Cheetah, go ahead and sell that. It's another 400k. What else do we got? Do we... Chad, do we finally sell the Owens? I mean, I got nothing against the Owens. But it was just a mech that we had, and it was not... Like, we didn't want it, we just had it. I don't see us ever using it again. Let's see, aside from that... I kind of feel like we ditched the Jenner. Again, nothing particularly wrong with it, I just don't see us using it again. We're not gonna get that much for it, but we'll get more money here than we would anywhere else. Let's see, what else? I mean, we got Gnome battle armor, Salamander battle armor, we got some elemental parts. I definitely don't want a fire mob, get out of here. And then I think I'll keep the rest of the clan mech parts that we have, and the reason that I want to keep them is because if we can put those mechs together, we basically get free kit from them. I think also while we're here, again, nothing against the Gladiator, but it's not a very good mech, and I think I'm going to get rid of it. Again, it's the best price we're going to get anywhere else for it. It was another mech that we kind of just got. And I'm tempted to ditch the Huron Warrior as well. I'm tempted to get rid of the Huron Warrior as well. Again, not out of any dislike for the mech, but just because I don't see us using it again. Because we have other mechs that we can put on the field if we need to. If I had a choice between a Huron Warrior and a Kintaro, I'm going to take the Kintaro. If I had a choice between the Warrior and a Lancelot, I'm going to take the Lancelot. If I had a choice between this and a Firestarter, I'm going to take the Firestarter. Like, I can do more with other mechs. The Huron Warrior is kind of... Again, it was a good workhorse for us. It was a good workhorse for us, but we've moved on. So I think we sell it. And with that, I feel safe. Well, I feel a little more financially secure than we were before. And Wrecked Carl rolling into the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, Carl. Thanks for joining us as always. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Gladiator did good work. But it's another one of those mechs that suffers from being a medium mech, but not really having the defensive capability or the offensive capability to justify its tonnage. The Huron Warrior is another one that suffers from that, where, like, it's kind of a glass cannon. The Huron Warrior can mount some heavy-duty firepower, but it's not very durable. And so it's not that there's anything wrong with the design that way, but it's not the way we use medium mechs. At any rate, is there anything here that we absolutely have to have? Because I don't think there is. I mean, we already bought the exchangers, which were the thing that we kind of came here to get. I'm tempted to buy the double heatsink kit. We could grab some laser FCSs just for fun.
New equipment available.
Let me see. What else? Is there anything else that we just cannot live without? Maybe some MRM ammo? I mean, we're not in as dire straits for MRM ammo as we were, you know, a couple of streams back.
Available.
Well, the problem is we don't really have any MRM launchers to fire the ammo. Yeah. I mean, we got, well, then again, they got some MRM-20s, and they're damn cheap. I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna find MRM-20s for less than 200k anywhere else. You never know.
New weapon systems available.
You never know. And then we do have some T-Bolt 5s for sale, but we're not really going deep down the T-Bolt rabbit hole at the moment. Did we check the black market? I mean, we did, but there's not a whole lot there. It's mostly a bunch of mechs. Then again, we do have 11.6, so depending on the mech, we might be able to buy one or two. The question is, are any of them that we can afford worth having? And I feel like the answer is no. Yeah, not really. Elementals are nice. I mean, we already have an elemental. We haven't found anybody that wants to volunteer to go jump in battle armor again. Yeah, I mean, nothing that I'm especially attached to.
Let me in! Let me in!
If only we could grab a Corsair. But then again, if I had that kind of money, I'd just buy the Atlas instead. I like the idea of the Pirate Atlas. What in the furry fandom is a DRM for? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's fanfic. DRM is part of the Sanctuary Alliance, which, again, fanfic. Directed radiation missile. Small direct fire projectile that releases a burst of destructive radiation upon impact. This radiation tears through the target, ripping at its internal structure, as well as releasing a concentrated burst of heat. Though the DRM does not deal heavy direct damage, the combination of its various destructive effects adds up quickly in a pitched battle. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I wish we could see the Steiner store, because it's like, if you want to try to tempt me into allying with a faction, you gotta show me what I get for it. Anyway, now that we've bought some exchangers, chat, it's time to head back to the mech bay. And let's see if we replace the double heat sinks. If we replace the double heat sinks with the exchanger, because we had 4 double heat sinks. So if we exchange that out for the 4 tons from the exchanger 3, will that make the design as we had it set up possible? Or at least more feasible, I guess, is the question. So let's put in the clan ER mediums. And then we can do this. We can do that. I mean, it's down to 54 over. Which is less than the 78 over that we were originally going to have to look at for this design. If we pull 2 of the ER mediums and we replace them with additional heat sinks, what does that do for us? 18 over on a full alpha. I feel like that's manageable. Or, I guess the better question is, does the the exchanger is reflected in the heat efficiency. That's what I wanted to know. Can I put both? No. I can only do one. As in, say, if I do 20% and then an additional 10%, that'll get it down. Chat, what do we think about this? This is 10 ER mediums. That's going to give us 300 damage at a maximum range of 420 meters. Blaze it. This design by default already has almost maxed armor, so... I mean, I would do this. Actually, no. Because clan mechs have notoriously weak rear armor. Yeah, we don't have any heat banks. I've used them here and there. Either that or they've gotten blown up. Just depends on the situation. But again, I'm okay with this. I mean, 18 heat is a little bit, but as long as we manage our heat and we don't go firing a full alpha every single turn, like, all I'd have to do is turn off, like, 1 medium laser. And we'd be heat neutral. So giving us the extra 30 or so damage is good when we need it, but we can leave it off most of the time. As for the movement profile, 5'7" for a medium mech is not bad at all. And this is only going to take us 1 day to get it put together, so I'm okay with that. I guess the question is, if Capsty is still out there, do we want to christen this with a name? Because it doesn't feel heretical enough to need a name. This is actually a very standard setup for a Nova. While I approve of the name, Travis, that's going to be too long. It's not going to fit in the box. Revsalin says 5'7" is pretty good, but 6'7" would be even better. Would somebody like to break his knees for me, please? Yeah, you were in the Cursed Kintaro, and then you said you wanted a Nova, and we have a Nova. You literally asked me for a Nova. Or wait, was that Carl that asked me for a Nova? I can't remember now. I gotta go check the Discord. I might have been on my bullshit. Nova Cat. Oh. About that. Well, okay, I guess this is the thing, like, where Grandma gets you Transmorphers instead of Transformers for Christmas. Since it came up earlier, I'm gonna go with this name. Because I have unsheathed the space heater, so because it's relevant, that's what we're going with.
Logged and noted.
I mean, how can you say no to this paint job? Look at this paint job. How can you say no to that shit? Anyway. With that out of the way, chat, we gotta head back into clan space. And we gotta go bully some more clanners. So, let's see what we got. We got a 1.5 skull. I don't like that. I want something that's like 3 skull or 3.5. Okay. This one's not terrible. Although it's a desert world and we just put together a laser boat. And War Rocket Ajax roll into the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, War Rocket. Thanks for joining us. Been a hot minute since the last time you showed up, but we're always glad to have you. And hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. Let's see, what else? What else is in the vicinity? Baker 3, aquaculture, moons. It's a tropical world. That could work to our advantage. And today planned to spend it watching mechs blow up, and then my friend needed my help making his character, causing his DM to cry, so I had to help. I mean, that's a noble cause. A noble cause indeed. I think we can all appreciate taking the time to make your DM cry. Let's see. Demu, Nara's Boneyard, Sabotage Hummus and numerous salvagers. Dense Cloud Lair, Rocky World. It's got ruins. Battletech. There we go. I think we go for Devon, chat. I mean, we could do that, or we could go for Baker 3. Let's see. I can put up a poll. Hold on a second, chat. Let me put up a poll. Which planet, if I could spell planet correctly? Let's see. 3 Skull Tropical. Or 3.5 Skull question mark, because I don't know what kind of planet it is. Alright, chat. The poll is up. If you don't see it, refresh your screen. You didn't hear both options? Wait. Did you preempt me? Okay. You didn't. Anyway. If you don't see it, refresh your stream. You should see it at the top of the chat box. Basically, we got 2 choices here. We have either Devon, which is a 3.5 skull. I don't know what kind of planet it is. It says Rocky World. So I assume that's just going to be a temperate climate. Or we have Baker 3, which is 3 skull, but it's a tropical world, so we might deal with some heat issues there. But either way, it should prove to be a relative challenge. But I'll let you guys decide. Again, we're going back into green turkey space. And hopefully on some 3 and 3.5 skull missions, we might actually start picking up some heavier stuff. Beach episode? I mean, maybe. Maybe. It says tropical. It doesn't say anything about beaches. Although they do talk about aquaculture. And then we're also dealing with colonized vacuum, so I don't... You know. I had a Neverwinter Nights, a crit-seeking berserker with cleave and great cleave. They followed the follow-up attack so much they lost actions because the animations took so long. Lord Travis says, is that too much cleavage? I don't think so. I don't think you can have too much cleavage. It's just that once you get to a certain amount of cleavage, it stops being cleavage and it just starts being your tits are hanging out. It's a slippery slope. 3 skull tropical, says chat. Alright. The people have spoken. We are now on course for Baker 3. Before we go... Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I wrapped up that job
Stop
you
it.
asked for, Commander.
Before we go, we have 11 million in the bank, and we need an engineering project. So, I think at this point, we have to decide. Either we can upgrade the engines. Again, 30 days, not that expensive. That'll get us where we're going faster. We can upgrade to the Gamma Pod, which will unlock the top tier upgrades that we can potentially get for the Argo, like the medbay upgrades and some of the other stuff. We could also spend, now that we have the money, we could spend 4.2 million and 40 frickin' days on opening up Mech Bay number 2. Or we could just spend 3 million and 9 days to increase our drop weight by 50 tons. This will finish before we get where we're going. This will take a while. Or we could just do some regular old Mech Bay upgrades. We got regular Mech Bay upgrades as well. But we have a lot of money, so now, if we were gonna do some of the expensive stuff, now is the time to do it. Let's see, seems mostly tied between either the engine upgrade or the Mech Bay upgrade. Okay, alright. Remember, chat, democracy only works if you engage with it. Get your votes in now. There's 160 folks in the chat. And there's less than 25 votes on the board. Which means there's a whole lot of people that either don't care or think that their votes don't matter, but they do. Your votes absolutely matter. Whitechapel says, I will not engage with democracy and complain when it doesn't service me. I am a good American. I don't like how accurate that is. Sir Galahad says, I vote with the mob. Well, every time somebody says something along those lines, I will always take the opportunity to quote Mark Twain, who said, be careful when you... I'm sorry. Be careful when you agree with the masses because sometimes the M is silent. Is, I believe, how the quote goes. Why vote when the revolution and or second coming will just fix everything if I do nothing? I mean... Clearly it worked out for the Mayans and the Y2K people. I mean, the world ended and nobody had any problems ever again. I don't see the problem. The logic is flawless. Which one of those comes with snub-nosed PPCs? I mean, my mans is out here asking the real questions. Alright, looks like chat has voted for the mech bay. I guess the question is... I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Mech bay. Again, it's gonna take 40 days. But it'll give us an additional entire set of mech bays to use. Don't forget the Halsey Comic Club. Or the Haley Comic Club. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, chat has spoken. Mech bay it is.
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
Alright, let us continue the journey back into clan space, where we will, in fact, be bullying the clanners. More stuff going on in the Chaos March. Listen, I kind of regret not staying in the Chaos March. Don't get me wrong, Clan Tech is cool, but the Chaos March is a lot more fun, because it's like, it's just a smorgasbord of different factions and all kinds of other stuff. No techs, no mechs. After receiving a troubling message from Yang, you rush down to the mech bay. Yang pushes between a mob of mech warriors and mech techs entangled in a shoving match at the Manticore heavy tank's feet. It has feet, you guys. A message welded into the Manticore heavy tank's torso, it also has a torso now, reads, no techs, no mechs. You depend on us. A scrawny mech tech with a black eye shoves a wrench at the mech jockeys to emphasize every word. We deserve respect, and that means a raise. I'll give you what you deserve, Via rushes forward, but Brewster and Yang pull him back. We're the ones risking our necks. Why is Vio trying to start a fight? He's Inner Sphere, he's Dragon, and he's military. Perhaps he's just angry. Brewster's a criminal. Or at least I thought he was. No, he's just cautious. Nobility. Alright. Yang raises his voice before anyone can comment. Shut your traps, all of you. How do you want to handle this, boss? I can leave Darius to do the discipline. I feel like not nearly as many people would get a kick out of the discipline. I could discipline the mech techs. Pull out the cat of nine tails. We could give 500k to give more money to the mech techs, or we could spend $1 million to allocate year-round bonuses for everybody. Again, we have the money, chat. And I'm gonna take care of my people. Year-end bonuses for everybody. You climb up onto the scaffolding, raising your voice so that all can hear. Each and every one of you works hard to ensure the success of this outfit, and you all deserve a bonus regardless of rank or title. Everybody looks at you, murmuring in surprise. Our lives aren't easy along the periphery. Spoiler alert, we're not in the periphery anymore. But each of you depends on others to survive out there. Mech techs and mech warriors, you're two sides of the same coin. Time for you to recognize it. You pause for a moment, letting your words sink in. We'll set aside 1 million C-bills for a one-time bonus to be divided equally. Heads nod in the crowd, and some people even cheer in agreement. When you check on the mech bay later that day, you notice Vio and Brewster hauling equipment over to the mech techs as they weld fresh armor over the Manticore's scorched torso that it apparently has. Each crew member is pitching in and working harder than you expected, despite the tension earlier. Yang pats you on the back. Smell that, boss? That's the smell of progress. Morale increased by 4. We lose 1 million C-bills. Again, we've got some money. Company gains 4 tech points for 30 days. Vio gains dependable. Brewster gains high spirits. This is the power of money. Yes, this is the power of money. Now, if only the people in the real world that had money like that were as generous with it as I am.
I've got the financial report.
Might, perhaps, the world be a better place, if only barely. Alright, we're back underway. Now that everybody's done being at each other's throats, literally just lay your employees, says Rev Saloon, before immediately trying to correct himself. I mean, given this community, I would have believed either way. If only the rich people would entrust their employees with 100-ton war machines capable of wiping a city off the map. Just saying, contract negotiations might be easier if you're sitting on a pile of lasers. I mean, all the mechs are mine. I just let them use the thing. Alright, we have arrived. I'm not even going to look at the store because it's a clan store and they hate us. So there's not really any point in trying to buy anything from them. But the loot box calls to me, Chad. I have to know. I have to know. Oh good, they have Scorpion tanks for sale. I wouldn't buy this at MSRP. I'm sure as hell not paying 630k for it. Let me see. MRM 30 is tempting, but that's too expensive. Yeah. Nothing worth having, but I had to look. I had to know. I had to know. So, let's head to the command center, and let's see what we get. We only have 3 contracts, and all of them are under what they said? What the hell? Oh, it's a solo duel. Well, chat. Let's say we get some fun and excitement. RimWorld's Republic solo duel doesn't look like there's any weight limit. I'm all for it. If we took max salvage, we get 1 and 6. But it's the RimWorld's Republic, which means whatever they bring to the field is probably... Oh no, it's Jade Falcon. It's Jade Falcon. I think we take the money. It's a duel. We take the money. God damn it, though. What if it's something good? Like Hydra says, getting late, so I'm off to bed. Don't add any new names to the wall. No promises. But thanks for dropping by, Black Hydra. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you spending some time with us. And hopefully you have an outstanding week. It's only 1 pick. I know, but look, if we go for the max, it's 1 and 6. So theoretically, if we manage to knock the mech out, we might get... Now, go with the money. Go with the money. Don't be dumb. Don't be greedy. Go for the money. Alright, so we basically have an unlimited weight capacity. And we know we're going to be up against a clan mech, but we have no idea what clan mech. So, we could potentially go with the Warhawk, again, like we did last time. Maybe the Orion, although it's pretty slow, and the clan mech could probably dance circles around it. Definitely not going to use the Stalker, because that's a death trap in a duel. Maybe send in Ersts in the Archer? And let him just punch and MRM his way to victory? Only problem is you could potentially be out-tonned by 30 tons. It's entirely possible that you could end up against an assault mech. Erst wants blood. Alright. Alright, we'll see what happens. It's in a desert. Let's see what happens. Here we go, chat. Carlos Unbound says, my first stream, but where is the awesome? Currently, we have the awesome packed away in storage. Because we very rarely end up in a situation where it's necessary. So, I've been personally using a Star Slayer. As opposed to the awesome for now. Once we get into the late game where assault mechs are more common, then I'll go ahead and pull it back out. That's what she said. I mean, Iolos, you say if it's a clan laser boat, most clan mechs are laser boats by default, so hopefully the desert environment will work to our advantage. Been on YouTube, so I missed that. Oh yeah, well, I mean, eventually the YouTube will catch up with that, but yeah, I went ahead and put it away because we were running out of space in the mech bay, and I didn't want to have 2 mechs for personal use for only 1 person. So don't worry, the Heresy Awesome is still out there. It is still in storage. We will definitely be using it again. We just gotta get to the point in the campaign where 80-ton mechs are the norm instead of the exception. Battletech's having a moment. Alright, there we go. Let's see what happens.
Command interface initiated.
Come and look upon the heart.
Alright. Defeat the drunkard, it says.
Got it.
Okay. And we're dealing with a 95-ton mech. This is almost worst case scenario.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
But we'll have to see what comes out of the sensor fog. For Jade Falcon, it's probably either an executioner or a blood asp. That would be my guess.
There is no escape, no intervention can work in this place. Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Let's see. This... 5% damage reduction, +4 difficulty to hit, +4 difficulty attacks made by units in the crystal field. That's fine, we're just trying to get around back.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Oh my god. Chat. It's the mech. It's the fucking Jade Falcon mech. I want to see if anybody else saw it. I saw it. I want to see if somebody else can guess. It is the green turkey itself. The Turkina.
There is no escape, no intervention can work in this place.
I didn't get it. I mean, obviously, we didn't see what the variant was. So this could be a disaster.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
But it's slow as balls. I'm just debating. We could, like, okay, we have mobility on our side. So what I'm gonna do is this.
Move into position.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him get closer. And then we're gonna charge out and punch him in the face. Now how the hell is he able to hit us without... Did he just shoot at the ground?
There is no escape, no intervention can work in this place.
I'm trying to figure out how he was able to take a shot at us without actually being able to see us. Clan tech, yeah, fucking clan tech bullshit. Oh no, I would not mistake a Turkina for an executioner. Then again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think we just charge in. Is that not a Turkina? No, that's definitely a Turkina. Yeah. It's a Turkina M with LBX 5s, 2s, and some LRMs. The majority of its damage is going to be coming from those LBX 5s and the large lasers. It is, in fact, a turkey. You're already going to be... I mean, you're already in Initiative 2. I feel like there's no point in... There's no point...
There is no escape,
in
no
using
intervention can
precise
work
strike.
in this place. Omnipotent, omniscient, sovereign, immutable.
Alright, that's not good. What? Alright, that's okay, that's okay. It's not over till it's over.
There is no escape, no intervention can work in this place.
So what we want to do is, let's see. We've done the majority of the damage to the right arm, but we can't get to the right arm to melee. We're not going to be able to get in behind him. We can only get in beside him. And because he's 95 versus our 70, the amount of stability damage that we can do isn't going to be enough to knock him down, I don't think. I know Erst is going to want to melee, but I think the smart money, because he's slow as balls, the smart money is to, like, get back here where he can't flank us, and then just put a full salvo right into his rear armor.
Move order received.
Because if we're looking at the rear armor, I mean, he's only got 50 rear armor. Like, he literally only has 150 rear armor in total. Okay, give me a precise strike, and then give me this. And if we add the laser, yeah, it's gonna put us over. That's okay, we don't need the laser. We're getting most of our damage from the MRMs.
Lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy.
Oh, and we got an engine crit already.
How sweet it is to be a god.
Beautiful. You love to see it. That's alright, he wasn't fast enough to get behind us. I think this one's over.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
I think Erst is smelling victory. I think Erst is smelling victory.
Lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy. There is no escape, no intervention.
And there we
can
go.
work in Farewell, sweet Nerevar.
That's a turkey down. That is a turkey down.
Mission
And it's a good thing we didn't take salvage, because we wouldn't have gotten 4 parts anyway. That went better than I expected. That went much better than I expected. Well, don't get me wrong, Ajax. I would love to melee in that instance. The only problem is, the only advantage we had in that fight was going to be mobility, so I had to keep us mobile. And DGO Mesa coming into the stream on a Sunday saying, "I'm late. You are not late. You arrive precisely when you mean to." But thanks for joining us on a Sunday, and hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. That's 1.1 million C-bills in our pockets, which will help pay for all those new toys. We did pick up some clan LBXs and a little bit of ammo to go with it. Not terrible. I would have rather got the mech parts just to sell them, but it's alright. It's not terrible.